Yo, what up, peeps? It is Alec back in another video. Today, we are doing doubles match play with Micah and James and my dad, part 2. So it's the same teams, me and James versus Micah and my dad. Let's get into it. We decided to start on hole 12. Let's get into it. All right, hole 1 of the video, hole 12 of the course. Throwing a Luna, skips up pretty close, about 5 feet, and then my dad throws this instinct, and it comes back and it's about 15, so I have a pretty close putt. So my dad is up first, but with wardens, and misses it right. Micah early releases because he ate like a beef stick before and his hand was slick. So hole 2, this is James throwing a impact. Took about 6 years to get to the ground. We're pretty close. And then Micah throws a forehand and there get to here. So my dad misses high. Micah still has problems in the last hole, misses early. James is pretty putting well, buries this putt to go 2 up through 2. And then here I am on hole 3 of the video, throwing a Raptor. It ends up going through the right gap by hitting a tree, and we don't really have anything. James is throwing Origin and stays in the air for another 6 years. It goes way left. And then Micah is throwing a forehand, and they end up taking his. My dad didn't throw that good of a shot. Then we throw up here to pretty close, or actually not that close. James sailed, and then we end up missing that putt. I missed videoing it, and then they have this putt. Micah barely hits cage, so still, they got 1 stroke back actually because they parred, we bogeyed. And this is hole 4 of the video. Micah throws pretty straight down the gap, and then James throws a cut roller turn, and it goes over here. I throw a layup Valkyrie. It's a pretty good shot. Turnover for before the OB, and then James throws this really nice hyzer flip forehand with the Nimitz, and skips up, and we have a pretty easy shot. They throw this shot, and it hits a tree, and then this is their 3rd shot throwing up. And then Micah threw a really good shot up from there to get to like 20. So this is our putt shot for birdie. This is their for par, so we tie the hole. Still 1 up. Going into hole 5. Micah throws a Venom. Pretty good out wide. And you'll see it come back to the basket. They parked it. I throw a Raptor. Turned it over a little bit, but it ends up coming back and being about 30. I want to say maybe 25. I putt, hit band. James is feeling pretty confident. Goes through those trees, buries it, and we take it to 1 up still. So then Micah is throwing here on 17. He rips his, turns it over, flexes back, and they get all the way up to the island. And then I throw, you see his reaction. I throw a Raptor, and for some reason, right here, it turns over, and then it doesn't come back. It does come back, but it's OB. And then James throws a zone to lay up because I told him. And then we called it OB. It went dead straight. We called it OB for the content. So we're throwing from the drop zone 3. We just have to get up and down. This is my James wasn't close, so I just had to get pretty close, and I parked it with the Disc Golf Kids zone. Shout out. And then they have this to tie the match with the last hole. This is the last hole. They bury it for eagle putt. Micah is really happy. So playoff hole 1. Micah throws a turnover forehand, flexes, and comes back. They end up taking that. He didn't get very far off the tee, but we end up James going, and he throws a hyzer flip, and it ends up going straight and then like fading a little bit, and we take his. I hit a tree. So I threw this wraith down the fairway or down the road. It got on edge and skipped all the way up to the basket. We have an eagle look. So I'm happy. And then Micah throws a forehand and they turn it over, but we call it inbounds for the content. Then they lay up pretty close. And then we have this putt right here for the win, and I bury it. All right, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.